Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to LEGO Harry Potter years 5 through 7. Let's see where the game last saved. This will be certainly interesting because there's a lot of non-level events happening at the beginning here. I think probably just to give me the spells because it is rather quickly in this first half just handing me new spells, and I imagine what happened here, yeah, we're not very far away at all, is that years 5 through 7 were made by a completely different team than the ones that made years 1 through 4, and that's why there's just like no way possible you could even connect these two. So I do think I saw this movie, and I think they've skipped over a major part of it. Well, of course they have, but major important parts of it, and they're already to the point where the two older Weasley brothers, who apparently have sweaters with their names sewed on, they have decided to make a huge disturbance in the school and I think effectively drop out of the education system, which kind of is unfair because it's not like they were doing bad in the school when the school was doing good. They were doing bad in the school when the school was doing bad. Which I guess that's very possible that that's a good majority of kids who drop out of school is that it's the school's fault more than it's the student's fault. Or they say, oh well, the school's just not for him. But that's kind of just an admittance that they are failing to be capable of educating everybody, and education is for everybody. I cannot buy the idea that there are people out there that can't benefit from some amount of extra education. Always be learning, even if somebody has mental problems, they still want to learn new things. Maybe if somebody has dementia and they can't remember anything, it might be frustrating and pointless. But short of that, there's some level. I learn new things when I play video games. Does that mean I want to go take a history class or an English class or a math class? Probably not. Those things are different. But I still want to learn something. And if you can stretch your line of logic to everybody is up for learning, which might not actually be the case because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't want to learn anything new. But everybody should learn something new. Like the video game programmers here should learn how to make a game that's not a piece of junk. So on that topic, there are no Steam achievements for any of the LEGO Harry Potter games. Not any of them. So from that perspective, I guess that gives me another possible opportunity to just play the story in this and be done with it. Of course, I've played a lot of the other LEGO games to get it to 100% just to have a save file at 100%. But not sure. I'm really not sure that's what I want to do here. It's interesting how the Lego floor stairs just appear there. And so we can't climb on this one until we put it together, which means we'd have to find the pieces. Can't climb on this one and get Charlie Weasley. Another Weasley. There's so many Weasleys. I guess that's the joke, is that the poor people have nothing better to do than procreate, so they have a lot of kids. Particularly in the UK, which was Church of England Catholic stuff that was that absolutely forbade using what is it called? Having safe sex condoms, yeah. Just straight up. Or birth control, I don't think they're allowed to use that either. So it's a system essentially designed to force people into having more kids than they should. Also probably explains why they have schools like this where you would send your kids away for an entire school year and have them live in dormitories. Sure, it's easy to send away your kids for long periods of time if you have 5 other babies that aren't of school age yet that you're having to take care of. What's weird about this level, which is not even a level, is that I don't know what I need to actually do, what parts here are extra and what parts aren't. I'm growing plants? Interesting. I grew plants to push the door off. It's an interesting little thing there, but how was I supposed to know that was how it was going to work? And so now we're in a room in Hogwarts we haven't seen before. It's being used as a storage room. Do either one of these have books? I don't think they do. And we're making a light here. Let's put it in place. I don't know what this does yet, so we'll leave that alone. Right, so both players need to pull down this to open up this. So is this like where all the confiscated goods that teacher was taking, where she put all those? Oh, come on, game. And see, the question has to eventually become, how much is too much of this? Like, how much lagging and locking up Until I just finally say, forget it. We can't even finish the story. Neither one of those kids has the book reading ability. So we don't know dark magic. We're finding characters really kind of quickly. I'm looking for... Where are you, the last Lego pieces? Here it is. So make a big old firework. Now we can deal with Weasley boxes. And we got another gold brick. And the fact that there's 24 levels seems 100% they're just a meeting with a contract. Because we've seen nearly an equivalent amount of this. So here they're skipping over one of the worst scenes in the movie where she's making the students write, like, I will not talk back, or whatever they did wrong in her mind. And whatever they write, it disappears from the book and gets carved into their hand. So she's literally torturing. Literally torturing them. And see, then that joke doesn't make any sense that she'd sit there and continue writing. But this game skips right over it. And it was really a level of darkness, just a great jump. Sure, the previous Voldemort, and he was menacing and slightly scary, but it was really unexpected. So those two make the firework disturbance and say, we're out of here. And they effectively just run away from school. They're truants now. And one of the students is like, one of the teachers is happy about it. And see Voldemort is stealing things from this vault, it seems. And Harry is seeing it.
What?
This teacher's obsessed with cats. And so, are we in the level yet? Finally. 13 minutes in, and kind of 40 minutes in, because I think we spent 30 minutes last time. Alright, so this is a puzzle. We have 1, 2, and 3 cats. And then we have a picture here. You need a character with a key to unlock that. So, I think... we hit these things and... the cats just moved everywhere. Let's get these coins out of the way. Throw some milk in there, I guess. Then we rotate this until it lines up with the rest of the pictures. And then what else do we do? See, this is a puzzle, but this is also a Lego kids game, so the the truth is, as long as you just keep on hitting the button, you'll eventually get it. There we go. Need a character with a key to open that. So now the cat is going in different directions. Now we need to turn this way, I believe. So what's the deal with this cat, though? It just sits there the whole time. And see, what's weird about this movie, it's kind of like this movie is just a repeat of the previous movie. Where, because there was the whole thought of like Voldemort is back, but only Harry saw him in the previous movie, and now it takes 2 hours of movie time, which is a lot longer in relative time or story time, to prove to the adults to believe Harry has been saying this, and Dumbledore has been saying it too, and nobody wants to believe him, and it's insane. Like, they make it seem like Dumbledore is this highly respected, like, really well thought of character, but according to the Ministry of Magic, they have not any time to listen to him at all. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do right now. There we go. Just break that to make a platform. And then jump over here. Then hover myself up, I guess. There is something about the way the spells are programmed in this game that makes it impossible to jump when you have certain spells selected. I don't know why. Because the jump button is A, and it really makes no sense. Like, when I have this spell selected, I can jump. When I switch to this spell, I cannot jump. Why? I'm hitting the A button, nothing is happening. It's just how that thing is programmed, it seems. So it puts you in a completely different mode as the game laps up and lags. I considered seeing if I could just take the game data from this game and plugging it into and replacing that file with the Harry Potter years 1 through 4 file, like the main part of it. So it would be the engine of Harry Potter 1 through 4 running through the game data of 5 through 7. Of course, even if that did work, that's hardly a good fix, and it probably almost certainly won't work. Any amount of data verification would immediately tell the program that, no, these are the wrong files. I have no idea what to do with it. Huh? I don't know what we're doing here. Why she's taking him out into the forest. And see, it's this weird system because these kids, these wizard kids are probably as deadly as any other, as the teacher. if they got the drop on her. So if they're taking her out to the forest, they could just, you know, immobilize her or downright curse her. Use one of those forbidden abracadabra curses on her, leave her dead in the forest. That's part of the problem of the way this story is told, is that the kids, and a lot of times, aren't being taught good morals from their teachers or anything. It's by their own inert goodness they decide not to. Only Weasleys can use Weasley boxes. Okay. Well, that might explain why there's so many Weasleys in the game. So it's often in spite of or despite what they're being told by the teachers, they decide to do the right thing. That being said, I have been critical in the first game of how Hogwarts was a dangerous place, and Dumbledore seems like a very bad teacher for allowing these students to be put in danger. At the one thing I can say this power mad teacher does is that it seems like she actually is attempting to keep them safe through a huge amount of control. Seems like maybe they were gonna show her where Dumbledore's army was, and they led her into a trap. Or maybe they were just stalling the time. I could almost be alright with the way Dumbledore ran schools and allowed them to do what seemed like really dangerous things, if it weren't for the fact that you had Moaning Myrtle, which I don't think she shows up ever again, and you had other students who were seriously getting hurt and not getting healed immediately after seriously being hurt. Like when in the Quidditch training in one of the very early movies, one of the kids breaks his arm and they cast a spell that almost fixes it immediately. If it had fixed it immediately, I would have been like, okay, so this is just a magical world that has different rules, and in this world, kids are not really subjected to the consequences of doing dangerous things. And I'd be like, okay, that's cool enough, but... Alright, so we need to come over here and ring the bell and get these birds to do this. Is this really a Lego thing? Building a Lego bike and ringing bells? No, but maybe it was story related. Maybe something like this actually happened in the movie. I don't know. Well, I can tell you what didn't happen in the movie. It didn't lag and lock up. Seriously, if it did this for more than 5 minutes in a movie theater, I would be like, okay, I'm out of here. See, and it's like lagging up. As soon as you get one pan of the screen, like one row of pixels to the left or the right, panning the screen seems to be more than enough to lock it up. Which tells me it's very possible it is just the panning algorithm and the way things are getting rendered. Like maybe that every single item off screen is completely getting unloaded and reloaded into memory, but that would be an insane way to do it. How? think so. So she's just fighting those things. Why are we even trying to help her? Just leave her to her own fate. Maybe we're trying to help the half human, half horse people. Scimitars? Isn't that what they're called? Scimitars? And she's holding a purse while casting spells like crazy. That's pretty ninja of her. And see, they're all laughing like this. They literally just kidnapped the teacher. It's like, it's all ha ha ha. We just committed a felony and kidnapped the teacher to never be seen from again. She was a bad guy, surely, but these are dire actions that were taken, and the Lego version of it is just trying to laugh it off. And see, that's kind of the problem with the Harry Potter story in general, is it's really not a kid's story. Halfway through, it stops becoming a kid's story. It becomes a late teenager story at best, if not a full-on adult story with kids in it, which then gets really weird too. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.